Hi, welcome back to the Joy of Civ. I'm your host, Christian. So in this play session, we're going to join the Swedish Empire in the midst of a dark age. And we will see if we're able to emerge from this dark age with a heroic age. I think that's within reach if we continue to build some splendid districts and maybe get a wonder in there as well. So we'll see how it goes. We're about to found a new city. And also, we should be meeting a new civilization here as well. So I think there's some good stuff ahead in this play session. I'm glad you're here. Let's jump back into the game. Right, here we are in the Swedish Empire. This is the core of our empire here. And we are really benefiting from Our Lady of the Reeds and Marshes Pantheon, Edamananke, a forest fire over in this area that happened many years ago and improved a bunch of the jungle and forest, and then also this preserve that we built in the last play session, making some really strong tiles for the city of Göteborg. And we are getting ready to found a city over here across this bay that is apparently called the Arctic Ocean. So yeah, let's get back to it here. I guess one more thing before we do that. I think in order to improve our chances of getting a heroic age, I'd like to build a harbor here. Not only will it just be generally useful for Göteborg, but it should be a splendid harbor, which will get us era score. And yeah, let's continue on here.
History is the version of past events that people have decided to agree upon.
All right, so policy-wise, I think things are looking pretty good. This isn't a huge, urban planning isn't a huge boost at this point, only one additional production. I wonder if it would make sense to perhaps boost wonder production. Or maybe settler production. It might be nice to settle that landmass that we've finally sailed over to, although it does take quite a while to get over there. We could possibly even work on building a settler in this city here. We'll see. If nothing else, well, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alright, so with a new governor title, I'm tempted to just promote Pengala, but the theme of this episode, this series, is city-states, and Amani is a governor who's certainly focused on city-states, so I think it makes sense to promote her. And I like that one in general. I don't know that it benefits us too much right now. So we have Amani in Hong Kong. We might want to move her out at this point. Let's see, what luxury resources? Oh, there are turtles there, which we don't have, so that's kind of nice. Although, did they have them improved is the question. Yeah, they do. They have fishing boats out there. So we might leave her right there. Just to get that luxury resource. Okay, let's found this city. There we go. Linkoping. And we get ourselves a free builder, thanks to our government plaza building. Get ourselves some olives right away, which is being really nice for amenities for our cities. And this city being so far from any other support, I think walls are going to be an important build to begin with. And we have lots of gold. How far are we from mercenaries? We're a little ways off. And we're not even heading in that direction. Well, I'm not going to spend the gold on it yet, but it'll be nice to do that eventually. Okay, so let's see here. Who are we going to meet?
Ik ben Wilhelmina, koningin der Nederlanden. Het is mijn grote eer u eindelijk te ontmoeten.
It is an honor to meet you, and we would love to sample your hospitality. Oh, she has a nice large city right here. Let's try to get on as good a terms as we can at this point. See, also she's in a dark age as well. Let's see what sort of trading we can do with her. We can get silk. Seems like a good deal. And it looks like we can't quite make it over to the continent that she is on. Alright, so we just finished our trade route with Hong Kong, which is a pretty profitable route, but not as profitable as the routes we can have with English cities. So we'll go ahead and establish this route with Birmingham. Alright. So while we remove the plantation here, creating a plantation up here will be beneficial. Alright, no, I don't want to trade away any iron.
No hour of life is wasted that is spent in the saddle.
Alright, so thinking about strategic research. Oh, goodness. How are we losing loyalty so badly here in coping? Well, I think what we'll wind up doing is, well, we're losing a lot of loyalty. Oh, it's due to the proximity to the Netherlands. Oof. We're going to need to get a governor over there. In 3 turns, we'll be able to assign a new governor, so I think that'll be fine. Alright, and there's our campus. We're just going to purchase a library. We're making so much gold. Let's put it to use. And let's get started on this harbor. Alright, there's a splendid commercial hub. Fantastic. We need 12 more era score to get to a heroic age, and we have quite a bit of time to do that, I think. Okay, let's see. What is a market cost? 480. We're ways from that at this point. But we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Perfect. Can do some trading here, and the Netherlands definitely offers the better deal. All right, our cities should be quite happy now. +4 amenities here in our capital. It's a good site. All right, and we produced a builder here with some specific intent. I think perhaps to build an aqueduct right here. I think that was the plan, even though I don't have it marked out. Although we could build the hanging gardens somewhere for additional era score, moving us toward that golden age. Well, let's think about it. I kind of like the idea. So we're going to have a campus here. And let's say if we do the aqueduct here as we originally planned. An eventual industrial zone. I was hoping to boost this campus up to a +3, but it looks like that doesn't quite happen. If we build the hanging gardens, that could be on any of these tiles, so I like the idea of getting the aqueduct, and then we'll start on the hanging gardens. Because we really could use more housing here. So let's go ahead and chop this rainforest. Build the aqueduct. And then we'll move right down here in preparation to chop that tile for the hanging gardens. Oh, there's somebody else's borders. Just can't see who it is.
Invincibility lies in the defense, the possibility of victory in the attack.
All right, so defensive tactics. One of the best things that it unlocks is the mausoleum at Halicarnassus. It might make sense to build that wonder. So we're going to slot in this policy to improve our loyalty situation. I think we're still going to want to appoint a governor over in Linkoping. But we can also purchase a monument. Let's do that. Let's wait a turn before assigning that governor. See how that city fares. Okay, see, we don't even need to worry about it now. So I think we're going to hold off on assigning a governor there, and we will instead promote one of our existing governors. So let's see, for Amani, we can accumulate the city-state's strategic resources. Let's see what strategic resources any city-states have available. And Hong Kong has horses available. We are already established there. So that would be a good way to start getting some horses. And it fits with the theme of the game, even if it may not be the best move. So we're going to go ahead and do that. All right. So we're going to go ahead and clear this tile. Finishes our aqueduct. And we'll get started on the hanging gardens right away.
We are all apprentices in a craft where no one ever becomes a master.
Okay. We're staying nice and competitive with the AI civilizations in science and culture right now. Are there any wonders that we should be targeting? You know, I'd kind of like to target cartography. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we have one more build charge left for this builder. And I think it'll make sense to go up here and improve those fish. Right, there's a splendid harbor. So Göteborg could become even more of a powerful city if we built the mausoleum at Halicarnassus. But we have a couple of other coastal cities that could benefit from that wonder. Orebro or John Coping, which are both established enough that they could produce a wonder like that. However, if we're looking at 14 turns for any of these wonders, maybe the Colossus is a good play for Göteborg. Unfortunately, I think, does it have to be built adjacent to a harbor? Yeah. So the only place we can build it is on this fish tile. However, it's still probably worth it. Yeah, I think it is. All right, and there's cartography boosted. Very good. So we've lost our suzerain here in Taruga. And we have an envoy available. I think I'd like to keep that. Although again, we don't have many strategic resources or any strategic resources, so we're not really gaining their bonus, but they're a nice buffer between England, so yeah, we're gonna do that. All right, there's our harbor in John Coping. So we could build the mausoleum at Halicarnassus. And the only tile is a very productive jungle tile, so that's a little unfortunate. If we built a harbor somewhere over here at Orebro, then we could build a mausoleum on this tile. Let's consider that. In the meantime, I think these guys can build their very powerful industrial zone here. Okay, our galley is able to do a bit more exploring up this way. A couple islands with some animals on them.
The taxpayer. That's someone who works for the federal government, but doesn't have to take the civil service examination.
All right. Putting in colonization a while back has not benefited us at all. Let's boost our wonder production instead. Okay, so we are just 6 era score away now from achieving a heroic age. We'll have a splendid camp, our splendid industrial zone in John Coping. We will have the Hanging Gardens in Stockholm. That'll be 6 just there by itself. Also the Colossus in Göteborg, another 3. It might make sense to hold back on some of that era score. Maybe John Coping shouldn't build this industrial zone yet. It's hard to say. I kind of like the idea of just going for it. Okay, so we've got a market here, and I want to build a harbor. This would be the more profitable harbor, but then where could I build? Then I guess the mausoleum of Halicarnassus could be right there. Is that right? Yeah, so I think that's what we'll do is we'll build the harbor there and then the mausoleum right there. Because the harbor is going to boost this commercial hub as well, which would be nice.
The ascent to the highest story is by stairs.
Very good.
And at their side are water engines, by means of which persons, appointed expressly for the purpose, are continually employed in raising water from the Euphrates into the garden.
And that will give our cities 15%
Him
growth.
that overcometh, will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and
All right, let's have them get their campus underway. Okay, we have a lot of gold right now, and we're making a lot of gold per turn. So, Linkoping, we could just purchase them a granary and immediately boost their housing. Alright, so initially I thought this was an island with these horses, but it's in fact a peninsula. Okay, we have once again lost our suzerain in Taruga. We'll just have to let that be for now. Okay, I don't really want to attack this barbarian ship. We'll see if they sail off or attack us. Oh, England is really continuing to found cities. They're up to 9 cities. Okay, we've got an envoy. Let's get Taruga back. Okay. What is the situation with roads, I wonder? Empires, that's something we can search for. Can. Okay, so we have roads connecting a few of our cities. Orebro is not connected. Let's transfer this builder to Orebro, and then they can have a trade route to Stockholm at least. Get a road connected. Alright, so we've discovered about as much as we can with this galley. I'm going to sail back around this way in hopes of avoiding that barbarian galley and allowing our galley to survive. Alright, there's ancient walls in the coping. And I think a harbor makes a ton of sense here. Alright, there's a really nice trade route to our capital in Stockholm, and that'll also get us a road between those cities. They're not far, but having the road could come in handy. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade some of our units here. have quite a bit of gold and the ability to do that. And our military is looking pretty skimpy next to England's at this point. There we go. We're now just one era score away from the heroic age. And we're definitely going to get that. Probably going to go way over in the era score that we need, in fact. Oh, I can get some more iron. Yeah, I think that's a fine deal. Okay, and there's the era score that pushes us into the heroic age zone for the next era. It's fantastic. So let's go ahead and get a workshop there. Curious what the appeal looks like in Linköping. Oh, we might have another good preserve location down here. Thinking maybe a preserve right here, although it's only going to benefit, yeah, it won't benefit too many tiles. Maybe the preserve right here. That would just be a max of 2 tiles. This tile could be, what's the appeal right now? Average appeal. Yeah, maybe a preserve isn't the right call there. Maybe if we found a city over here, that seems like a better preserve location in the future. Okay, there's our campus, and we're gonna purchase a library right away. So one thing I think I'm noticing about this AI mod is it seems like the AI is less likely to build wonders. The Great Library is still being available here, and 325 AD, that seems different than what I'm used to. Alright, we can get ourselves another trader. Seems like a good idea. We have lost Taruga again.
At Rhodes was set up a colossus of 70 cubits high, representing the sun. The artist expended as much bronze in it as seemed likely to create a dearth in the mines.
And that'll give us an additional trade route capacity. Okay, so somebody has taken part in a military emergency.
I conclude then this point touching upon the power of kings with this axiom of divinity.
Access to a new government now. Definitely go for that. The idea of boosting our science even a bit more. Oh, the Republican legacy is a good one to hang on to, I think, as well. All right, I'd like to get to mercenaries in order to be able to use our gold really efficiently. Alright, so the Colossus is complete. Göteborg. Could use a lighthouse. Okay, so the Colossus, I guess it gave us a trader as well, which is nice. Gold is definitely not an issue in this game. Our galley is likely to take some damage here.
Not all who wander are lost.
Okay, so we can begin greater exploration. Although I'm a little hesitant to do that at this point. I don't want to continue to burn through era score when we're already guaranteed a heroic age. So we might hold off on further exploration at this point. We don't even know construction. Seems like a good thing to get researched. Alright, we do need to bring this galley to safety. So I don't think we've been playing to Sweden's strength so far very much. Although I don't really see that there's a lot that connects with city-states. Now this building does, the Foreign Ministry. So even though we have this special Sweden building, I think we're going to go for the Foreign Ministry in our government plaza. Alright, harbor completed. Let's get a builder here. We'll chop that forest or jungle and then build the mausoleum at Holocaust. Right. Well, we'll continue. We'll trade with England. They've been really good trading partners so far.
Create with the heart, build with the mind.
Now that our units can navigate the ocean, I wonder if it would be a good time to start getting some settlers. And getting this area settled over here. I think that would be a good thing to do. So let's think about this just for a second in terms of where we would found some cities. It'd be nice to fit a couple cities in here. Certainly one up here, which means we'll have to take care of these barbarians. So I'm going to press 3. We're going to take a look at the appeal. Yeah, we could get really nice preserve down in this area. maybe place the preserve right there on this copper tile. So we go city here, preserve here. I think I like that idea. And then actually, let's switch back to the settler view with 4. We could then build another city down this way. Let's say right here. Switch back to the appeal view with 3. We could then build another preserve, and these 2 tiles would be extremely boosted. Seems like kind of a fun thing to do. Alright, that'll be the plan for now. But that means we need to get some settlers out at some point. You know, when we hit this heroic age, we can probably get monumentality and be able to purchase them fairly cheaply. Yeah, let's plan on that. Okay, 6 turns to the end of the era. I think that'll probably be as far as we will play this game this time around. Okay, we've got ourselves a lighthouse, which means we can get yet another trader. I'm kind of thinking a diplomatic quarter in one of these cities is going to be a really good idea. That, again, plays into the city-state theme of this series. Göteborg would be a nice city to get a diplomatic quarter. We'll have to give up a nice jungle tile here, but I think that's all right. There's our workshop. Oh my goodness, we're making 146 gold per turn. And we can just purchase all kind of things. Let's go for a lighthouse here. I suppose we might as well produce a settler. Is ready here. Let's get some more military units to support our growth plans. Although I do want to get the mausoleum here as well, so we'll see. Oh, unfortunately, our trader, who I thought would establish a road, has decided to sail 1 tile, and we don't get the road here, so that's a little unfortunate.
Blast, build, battle.
Okay, so we should be able to see Niter on the map now. Okay, most of it is well within England's sphere of influence. It'll be, I suppose we could plop down a city right here, have kind of a nice canal city, and have access to niter. We would have some loyalty issues. Well, probably not those. We enter a heroic age. I think that's a really good placement, actually. All right, let's go for castles. And we have a great person, another great merchant. Increases our trade route capacity and gives us faith when sending trade routes to city-states. There's our diplomatic quarter. How much does it cost to purchase a consulate? Sure, let's do it. Alright, let's get these traders rolling along. Okay, clearing this rainforest. Well, I didn't intend for this to be a trade-focused game, but it's kind of turning out that way. I don't like that deal so much. I have a feeling we could get more gold.
With the advance of feudalism came the growth of iron armor, until, at last, a fight.
Alright, I think I like the looks of all of these policies right now. Oh yeah, let's definitely be friends, because I don't want you and your enormous military attacking me. Alright, this man-at-arms is going to sail over to Linkoping. Let's get to work on the mausoleum now. All right, and there is the heroic age.
No.
Well.
Rocks in my path? I keep them all. Those who in quarrels interpose must often wipe.
All right. We'll keep our policies as they are, I think. And let's choose our dedications here. So the Netherlands are also in a heroic age. I think this is a pretty easy choice. We don't have a religion. And I'm not going for one. I don't even know if there probably aren't any left in the game. But these seem like the best policies for us to pick. Let's just peek at the religion situation. Oh, look at that. There actually are 2 religions remaining. That might be another thing with this mod. This Roman holidays AI mod. Alright, well, we are now in a heroic age. The world looks brighter, literally, in the game. And our civilization is looking quite developed now. Districts, many districts online. Cities that have grown quite a bit. We now have the city of Linkoping here, which is giving us a bit of a foothold to expand further in this section of the continent. And I like the direction that things are heading. We're very competitive with the AI civilizations in science and culture. At least the ones we've met so far. We'll see. Our hold on city-states is not as strong as it was. In fact, Victoria now is the suzerain of Taruga and Hong Kong. So it looks like these city-states all want us to do something religious, which we could consider doing to gain their favor. But that'll have to happen in another play session, because we're going to wrap this one up. Thanks for joining and watching the Joy of Civ. Feel free to drop any thoughts in the comments. And if this is your first time here, subscribe to the channel and check out the other content that I've put out. And as always, play to explore. I'll catch you next time.